Welcome back to Boy Band Break, where we encourage you to take a break from your day and join us in some boy band conversation. As always, my name is Diane.
I'm Chinzia.
I'm Sophia.
And I'm Lydia, aka Mama Lou.
If you're wondering why we are sounding a little bit off, we again are back in
The Dorkalicious Studio.
the Dorkalicious Studios. This time,
Lydia?
Diane and Sophia are both from home, coming in via Skype. So we're trying to stay on the air during this time. So
These troubling times.
Trying to bring you
It's very
entertainment
difficult.
about things. That's how we roll.
Exactly.
that's how we roll. So hoping everybody is staying safe and self-quarantined.
Wash your hands.
Don't touch your face. Because you can't see the visual of this, in case you're wondering, Diane is putting makeup on right now. Just
Why
because.
does that need to be discussed?
Because we are looking at it and we're just trying to figure out why this is happening.
We want to
Because
know,
I am
guys.
forced to look at my own face because we're on Skype and it's hideous.
Oh.
Diane, you're beautiful just the way you are.
It's
Stop
so
being
good.
As One Direction says, that's what makes you beautiful.
Okay.
Oh.
You know you're beautiful.
beautiful.
Anyways,
So I think,
I forgot to ask you before this started to check the birthdays.
if anyone's having a birthday, it's sad and alone in your home. So
It's true. I feel like the birthday vibes are like,
I feel so bad.
Yeah, that's
if you
true.
are celebrating a birthday, happy birthday. I don't have our birthday list because it is at my workplace, which I'm not allowed into. So been working from home. Fun time. So is Lydia.
I'm also working from home.
I wonder if I have it on my phone. Hang on.
Well, happy birthday, whoever is celebrating.
And good times. So Diane's
Good
going to look that
times
up.
indeed.
So in the meantime, Sophia, what have you been up to during this COVID-19 quarantine?
Well, Chinzia, today is day 20 of my social
Oh,
distancing
Jesus.
/ physical distancing, and I have been baking, cooking, cleaning, and organizing.
That is true. I have seen a lot of good meals on your Instagram.
Have you come across any treasures?
I have not, but Chinzia, I want to know, have you come up with any treasures? Because you've been organizing as well.
Yeah, it's fun times. I'm currently trying to organize 25 plus years of books that were originally on 3 bookshelves that need to go on to 2, and this is not going well. So, but I did find a really cool book that Gina made when we went on our road trip, apparently 10 years ago. So if we're out of quarantine by July, we might take a 10-year anniversary road trip. I'm not really sure. So there you go.
Wonderful.
Yes. Yeah, a lot of random weird things. I found Captain George McDuck the other day. He was our mascot for a
Aw.
very long time, so he's a duck.
You need to take a picture and put it
I
up
don't
on our
think-
thing.
That people know who Captain George McDuck is. You should really explain.
Okay, so when we were hanging out, I guess we had just first started becoming friends, the 3 of us, maybe.
Well, you guys
Yeah.
are already friends.
Sophia and I were friends. No, I guess, I don't know. So our friend Janae came up from West Virginia, and then we decided to go to Niagara Falls. And while we were there, we went to one of the kiddie casinos that have, like, you win tokens and stuff. So then we ended up finding a rubber duck that was pirate themed. So we purchased
Yes,
him
Captain.
with our. So he's Captain George McDuck, and he's in one of our. He's met the Backstreet Boys. He was on one of the
He has.
cruises.
Yes, on
The one with Cynthia and Luz, right? Is that the one that he's in?
yes.
The one where they're like in the white captain uniforms, whatever that one is.
Yes. So.
Oh, that was nice.
2013.
Yeah.
So then he.
2011.
So Captain George had gone missing for several years, and I mistakenly blamed Diane for this. But then I found a
So
bag
true.
from when I left Chorus 2 years ago, and I was like, "Oh, what's in this bag?" And Captain George McDuck was in there. So, apologies.
I don't lose shit, man.
So clearly, please clean and organize before 2 years.
I also still have not found our book, though, about our boy band novel.
Right.
Detective team.
She
Detective
keeps
novel.
trying to blame me for that too.
I still
but
blame you on that.
Damn
one.
it, Diane!
It's all Diane.
Yeah.
I'll
That's-
keep looking.
yeah.
I thought it was at your house.
It's probably under your bed.
It's not. Under my bed is very clean.
Oh.
Yes. It's good times.
I have caught up with all my laundry. So
That's good.
Nice.
I do have a spare bed again, which is very nice. And I put like
Excellent.
Space Ken on the bed, like relaxing. Because I have a Ken doll who's dressed in space uniform, and we call him Space Ken. So now Space Ken is enjoying
Oh,
his
it's
spare bed.
not like Space Kenny.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, she dresses Kenny up in like a space outfit and puts him there.
Oh, once a
Oh.
month. La, la, la.
I've seen a picture of you posting this on Facebook.
Yes, I have something called Corona
Uh-huh.
Diaries, where I've been posting my adventures of like trying to go to Costco and not being able to get in,
Yeah.
or acquiring
Yeah.
toilet paper, and like things that
Yeah.
you would normally not impressive, but during this time are impressive. So now I have toilet paper, so I'm very excited.
Yes, I went on a very exciting multi-week journey of trying to find the mail for our St. Catherine's office, and I finally got that done. I will not regale you with the tales because it'll just bring up rage within me, but we're good. Everything's good there, so.
She
I'm
found it,
glad we're
folks.
able to find it.
Woo!
What about you, Diane? Have any stories of organizations?
No. I am
Reconnecting
still
with
not
your
at my
brother?
own house. So I moved to my mom's house to
Be together?
yeah,
Hola!
so that we would not be alone, I guess.
Is your
That's
cat
good.
there with you?
My cat is here, yeah.
Oh, whew, okay.
That's good.
Her brother is there.
Yeah, it's good times. So I'm not at my house, so I can't do that kind of stuff. But I have to work now, which is interesting. Did not think I would be doing this in my life, but whatever.
I'm sorry, did we just change camera? I just see a beautiful figure on the screen here. Is this Diane?
Diane, someone has taken over your room. I don't know who this person is.
I know, right? Fuck off.
Oh, you're looking gorgeous. You are. Like, you're always gorgeous, but now you're extra gorgeous. So,
Oh.
shall we continue?
Sure. Did you find any
There's no
birthdays?
just so everyone who's listening is aware. The topic for today is let's talk about random shit. So there's no. I have no. Yeah.
Let's talk about
you know what? Let's talk
the
about
Backstreet Boy.
the boy band break madness
Oh,
bracket.
yes,
that
we need
did.
to finish that first.
Yes.
So, I feel like this was very confusing for people,
Yo.
and especially Lydia as well.
Very.
So then, originally, the whole point was that we wanted boy banders to interact with us. So we wanted them to tweet or like or comment or follow us. That did not work.
No.
About midway, actually, hold up. So props to Nick Carter because he was the first one who liked anything. So Diane had bought a camo printed hoodie, and Nick's been wearing a lot of camo print stuff. So then she tweeted him something along the lines of, "Oh, look, we're twins," and he liked that one. Did he like it or did
I
he
feel like
comment?
I feel like he liked it because everyone talks shit about his camo, and I was like, "Look, buddy, we're twins." And then he was like, yes, someone likes it. Thank you very much."
So
And it helped with the picture as well because he loves pictures.
that's true. I feel like pretty much the only time Nick has responded to me is if I put pictures. Or if I ask if I should go to Nashville. I think that was the only other time that... and that was an actual long comment. So, yeah. So, anyway, so Nick started off. We're like, woohoo! So, Nick was against JC. So, we're like, cool.
And that
he's
was
moving.
like really easy and fast too.
And we're like, oh, wow. Maybe, like, the boy banders will actually participate. Like, that's
I
pretty
was thinking
cool.
maybe because they were in quarantine, this would be like easier, but clearly it wasn't.
It was not. So then we're like, oh, okay. So then nobody else messaged. And granted, we were also...
We tried our best to tweet everyone, but you know.
But we also dropped the ball too because it was the first week
Yep.
of quarantine. It was stressful and confusing, so we weren't really following up. Diane and I made a video to try to explain how this worked on Facebook, but we were running it on Twitter, so I feel like there was a little bit of a disconnect there. Again, if you're not following us, we're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Boy Band Break.
And YouTube.
And YouTube, which we'll discuss in a schmidge. So anyways, so then we started doing that. So we decided midway through, you know what? Let's get more people involved in this. So let's try to get tweets for other people. So we had, hey, if you tweet the boys and then tag them and they tweet you, you automatically win a prize. So we did end up, shoot, I gotta find her name. We did end up having one person, Grace, at Hangry and Sleepy. She tweeted a really cute video of, I believe it was her child. And
yeah,
then,
it's her child.
And then Kevin liked it. So we're like, oh, okay. So in conclusion, we had two boy banders like a tweet directed towards them, and it was Nick and Kevin.
Kevin Richardson, by the way, not Jonas.
Not Jonas.
Or
Kevin
any
Richardson
other
from the
Kevins
Backstreet Boys.
that there might be in this boy band world.
We should really do like a thing once where we kind of rank the multiple, because all the Joeys, there's like at least 3 Joeys, right?
I feel like I know how that'll end, but sure.
Well, anyway, so then we decided, you know what, to get some more interest in this boy band break madness, we were going to start doing daily polls to get the things going. So hold on. I'm just going to give a quick recap if I can find it.
A recap of the polls?
Yeah, so essentially, like, obviously Nick beat JC.
Is it over, by the way?
Yeah, it's over. Yeah, I'll tell you in a second the winner.
Did we announce
feel
the
like
winner?
We
or
did
are we
not
announcing
announce
it right
We'll
now?
announce the winner right now in a second. Hold on, that was the semifinals. Oh, Audible, for some reason, retweeted one of our tweets because Melody Payne tagged Audible and said that she's reading Nick Carter's book, which, by the way, I still need to read. And I haven't found it yet in the bunch of books that are in my house.
The book queen.
And I have it, and it's autographed, and I know I have it somewhere in my house, but it has not shown up yet in my bedroom. So
Maybe it's in your
That's so weird
trunk or
because we got it autographed on the cruise, so hopefully you have it.
yeah, no.
Still?
I feel like I've seen it in your house.
My favorite part about us getting that autographed at the beach party on the cruise is that, like, Nick signed it for all of us, but his
And each
signature
one
looks
is
different. Like, he was literally, we were standing beside each other, and his name looks different on all 3 of our books. Like, it was hilarious. Okay, sorry. So, I'm almost
I wasn't there. I wasn't the third person, by the way.
I want to say it was Jay? Is it Jay?
Jay.
I was only on the very first cruise and none since.
I
Okay.
think it was JNG, to be honest.
Yes, you know what? They both had it. Okay.
I mean, I was there. I just wasn't with you guys.
Okay, so the first round of the Boy Band Break poll, it was Nick versus JC. Nick got 75% of the vote of that.
Not shocking at all.
Okay, well, you know what? I went and it scrolled away. So I hate how this Twitter is working on my
Nick
phone.
won all, everyone. No surprise there.
What?
Okay, so essentially how it works.
Sophia just spoiled the results.
Hold on, where's our hashtag? Where's our tag
She couldn't
post?
find it, so I tried to help her out there.
I could find it. It's just not there right now. Where's our tagged post? Okay, I can remember from the bracket. Sorry. I won't give you the percentages. So Nick and JC, Nick won. AJ and Donnie, AJ won. Brian from Backstreet Boys versus Joey McIntyre from New Kids, Brian won. And then Kevin Richardson and Jordan Knight, Kevin won. Then on the other side, Howie versus John Knight, Howie won. Lance Bass from NSYNC versus Danny Wood, Lance won. Yes. Joey Fatone versus Dan and Jacob from O-Town, Joey won. And then Chris versus Eric and Trevor from O-Town, Chris won. Okay, so on
Chris actually won something.
He did. So then it
long
was.
story short, our fans are mostly Backstreet Boys and NSYNC fans.
There was very little
What?
voting for O-Town, and I'm sorry, we're still going to try to make O-Town happen, guys. We're trying.
And New Kids. Nobody friggin' voted for New
No,
Kids.
Joey McIntyre did really well. So then it was Nick versus AJ, and Nick won. Joey McIntyre versus Kevin. That's when Joey got kicked out, so he was the last new kid out. Then it was Howie versus Lance. Howie made it on. And then Joey Fatone versus Chris, and sadly my Chris got out, so then it was Joey. So then it became Nick versus Kevin, and Nick won. And then it was Howie versus Joey Fatone, and surprisingly, Howie won.
That's not surprising.
That's not surprising.
I feel like Joey has a lot of fans, but anyway, so then at this point,
Fans that are fans of us also?
no, okay, so maybe that's it. So then it came down to Nick versus Howie was going to be the finals, but at that point, that is when Kevin tweeted Grace, and
Like,
we're like,
literally
we're like-
the last minute.
we're like, crap, like Kevin, even though he lost against Nick, he actually is doing pretty well.
Like,
so.
if we were going off this base of the old way that we were doing it versus interaction, he would have won.
Right. Well, no, him and Nick would have been tied, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because they both liked a tweet. Nobody
Yeah.
decided if they had commented, they would have gone further, whatever. So anyway, so we're like, okay. So obviously Howie deserves to be there because he won his half of the bracket, and Nick deserves because he won. So then we're like, okay, let's put Kevin in there because he tweeted and interacted. Mm-hmm. So then our final results for that. Howie at 17% of the votes. There were 65 votes. Kevin at 22%. And, of course, bestie Nick Carter got 62%. So
No surprise there.
no surprise there.
But
So
Howie,
I feel bad for Howie.
because even adding somebody, he still lost.
Do you think, though, that if we hadn't have had Kevin and it would just been Nick and Howie, do you think Howie's percentage would have been a little bit higher? Or do you think Nick still would have been around 62?
No. Nick still won.
I still think Nick
He probably would have been higher.
higher, probably. But
Howie,
poor
though.
Howie.
Poor Howie.
Congratulations,
should've-
Nick.
I shouldn't just nod or shake my head. I forgot that everyone can't see me.
Yes.
Poor Howie.
So, Nick, as your prize, you have won the honor of being interviewed by us on Boy Band Day.
Oh my god!
So
wow.
please contact us to claim your prize.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Well.
Okay, so that's about it for that. So Grace is going to get a prize, and we're going to give out a couple other prizes as well randomly. So you will have received a message by now asking you to send us your mailing address. And yeah.
Awesome.
If you want, so congratulations to all the winners. Good job. And, yes. Okay, cool. What else do we want to talk about? What the boys have been doing while being quarantined?
The living room concert.
Ah, yes, Lydia.
Okay, so Elton John decided to grace us with his presence and say we're having a living room concert to benefit something. Oh, Red Cross.
Wasn't it Feeding America?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, it's Feeding America.
I think in the States it was something different than it was here in Canada. In Canada, we had this like bar that covered the bottom of the screen where it explained how you were going to donate. And I think in Canada, it might have been Red Cross or some kind of other thing. It was definitely not Feeding America.
Yes.
I don't recall this bar at all. So, okay.
Yes, I did see that actually.
Maybe I was watching it on a different channel.
It was live on like Fox TV or something, but of course I don't have cable because I'm a poor millennial, so I had to actually like get it from like I think Twitch. Someone was restreaming it on Twitch. So essentially, like Elton John was like, "Oh guys, I don't have a piano," and you're like, "You SOB, like you know we all came to see you, and you don't have a goddamn piano."
I didn't
come for Elton John.
I'm just saying, Elton John.
But okay, sure.
Okay, well, I don't like Elton John either. But Elton John always comes, like, okay, but, like, here's the thing. You know, during, like, when Princess Diana died, he had a song come out of his ass. So, like, normally when, like, bad things happen, you're like, okay, like, Elton John steps up to the plate. He's like, hey, I got a song. And you're like, okay, that's great. You know, like, Kendall in the Wind, you know, whatever. So I figured he would make a pandemic song. And he didn't. So I was like, okay, fine. So then we get this concert. And then at the end, he's like, psych, I actually have a keyboard. I don't have a piano. So then he played it. I'm like, you cocktease. You said you didn't have a piano. And now you're playing us something. So like, now I don't even want to listen to you. But it's just...
It was not a pandemic song. It was just one.
It
of
was
his
just
own
like, I was
songs.
thinking, what, you can't rhyme Corona with something? Corona? I don't know. I'm just saying, I'm just like, you know,
Sharona.
you couldn't.
Oh my
Thank
god,
you.
Chinzia's
Thank you.
face! That was amazing!
I'm just, yeah. Anyways, okay. Let's talk about the important part, the Backstreet part.
Yeah, so everybody was recording from their living room. So with everybody else, they were solo artists. So we were very curious as to how this Backstreet Boy thing was going to occur. So they, I guess, recorded it all, and then it wasn't live, so they mixed it within like a day or two notice, I guess. So it had all 5 boys up on the screen, kind of like this lovely video chat that you can't see, but better because it was the Backstreet Boys.
And like Nick
Yeah,
was
I
like
think
in
it
his
We did a
pool.
good job.
But
Yeah.
they didn't. Hang on. They weren't. Like, it wasn't like a Zoom. I assumed it was like some kind of Zoom chat or like what we're doing right now where they all could like see each other. No?
It's, I mean,
No.
the
No.
appearance was that, but it was way too well mixed for it to be.
And
So
it was actually
Brian faked that? He was
Brian
like, let me see if this works.
Yes, Diane, that's how
Yes,
videos
buddy.
work, yes.
Sorry.
That's the
It's the
entertainment
magic
field.
But there's also an article that came out afterwards that said that they sounded too good, so they had to
Yeah.
make them sound less good because they're so used to performing. What did they perform?
Acapella.
What was the song?
I want it that way. Hello?
So it's a song that they've been performing for
How do you
20 some
remember
odd
that?
years. So they're so good at it that it did not sound the best. I mean, it sounded really good, so they had to like mix it up a
I
little
don't know. I
bit.
find that quote weird.
I also
And
find that quote weird, and I feel like it's like
good. Yeah,
they're
okay.
too good. I'm okay there, but
Yeah, this is my whole thing. I don't know if that's like real because they were like, "Oh, what kind of reporters like they sounded too good? I had to make them sound worse, otherwise no one would believe they were singing live." I'm like,
I don't know.
"Okay."
we've
It's
seen them
weird.
perform. We know what they sound like. They're good. I would have to give a shout out to Kevin's kids because they were very entertaining. Which one's
Maxwell.
Maxwell's the youngest one?
Yeah, he was so cute.
So Mason's like playing drums or pretending to play drums, and Maxwell's just like blah, like going nuts in front of the screen. It was pretty funny. Nick's son Odin makes a brief appearance to possibly bite his hand or something. I'm not really sure what was happening
That
there.
was very entertaining.
Bit his hand?
I don't know. It was a very quick clip, and we're like,
It was
oh.
very quick.
He was hugging him. I don't know.
I don't think any of the other kids made it in.
No,
And
Bailey?
then-
No.
Yeah.
Those
Was Bailey in?
You know what it is? I'm starting to confuse the Skype thing with like No Place Like You, and I'm like, yeah, the family was in it, and I'm like, hold on, no, maybe not.
We're not. No.
No.
Oops.
Anyways, they did a really good job, and I was also surprisingly entertained by Tim McGraw, which I did not recognize him, but he played one of my favorite songs from when I used to work at a country station. So there you go.
Excellent.
Overall, pretty good concert. Would have been
I thought it
nice
was
to get
good.
more than one song, but
Yeah.
it is what it is.
But they made us smile in this hard time.
And I saw on Facebook so many people who I didn't expect were Backstreet Boy fans were like, oh my god, I watched the Backstreet Boys! And I'm like, oh, this is interesting. You're not normally a Backstreet poster. You know?
Everybody's a Backstreet Boys fan. They
I
just don't
know.
admit it.
I know, it's true. It's true. But even like, I was seeing like guys were excited on my Facebook feed. We're like, it's a Backstreet Boys!
For a second, I thought she said, I even saw God. I was like, what?
Even God was like, oh my god, it's Backstreet Boys! I created them.
So
They're so
God,
good.
Lydia,
What? What? I didn't hear you.
remember that video that you shared on Facebook? God wasn't over.
Yeah, God is over. Yeah. There was like a church. There's a church that's nearby my house, and we were driving back from like getting groceries. So I guess what their initial intention was like, God is love, but the L fell down and it had like an exclamation mark. So like at a quick glance, it looked like God is over. And I'm like, whoa, this pandemic is that bad? The church is like, yeah, fuck it. That's enough. God's over, man. So I had to do a U-turn, and I was like, oh, it said God is love, but the L had fallen out of the sign. Oh,
That was fun. Oh my gosh, your reaction was the best.
yeah.
I missed this video.
It's a good one. Yeah, it's on my Facebook.
Is it part of your Corona?
It's part of my
diary?
Corona diaries, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was
And
very entertaining.
Trying to think what else. Okay, so New Kids did their own bracket with 64 of their songs. And then I don't know who won that one. I want to say it was a shitty song. I want to say it was like "Please Don't Go Girl" or something.
You were like super pissed at the final four or something. You were like, "This is bullshit."
Oh, and Joy McIntyre was so happy about it.
Was it "Please Don't Go Girl"? Because I think it was "Please Don't Go Girl" versus "Didn't I" versus something that.
Yeah, it was. Please don't
I
go.
want to say there was "I'll Be Loving You Forever" on there too.
Oh, possibly.
I'll be loving you forever.
Okay, I don't know who won that thing. I'm trying to find it. But they've also done listening parties, New Kids. They've done, they did like a Facebook Live chat thing, which I forgot to go watch, so I missed that. Trying to think what else they did. They've just been doing a lot of interaction on Facebook. Oh, they had this really cute one where like somebody had set up two of the dolls. I want to say it was like Donnie and Jordan maybe watching like TV or something. It was or playing Uno, I think it was what they were doing. It was
that's
very
cute.
It was super cute. Here it is. Who is that? Is that Joey?
New Kids on Vlog doing a lot of interaction.
Can you guys tell which two New Kids this is?
I can only see half of this picture, and no.
Donnie?
That one's Donnie because you have the Donnie doll, and it looks exactly like that.
I don't know. I want to say Joey McIntyre because it's blonde.
Maybe.
I like it though. Super cute.
It's super cute. So they're like playing Uno and eating pizza. It's very adorable.
Right.
So yeah, their thing was called NKOTB March Madness, and Please Don't Go Girl won.
What?
Bleh.
Joe's very happy.
That's his like solo song. Please don't go. Please don't go. You're like, ah.
The final four were Please Don't Go Girl, I'll Be Loving You Forever, Step by Step, and Block Party.
Oh.
And then it was against Please Don't Go and Block Party.
Damn it, I love Block
Welcome
Party.
to the Block Party.
Wanna see you move your body. Ah. I want to like rip off my clothes when that song comes on. I love that song.
So I don't
It's a good song.
think that Backstreet did one of these, or I feel like they probably didn't want to do it because New Kids was doing
it.
Well, because they were doing the live from the living room. That was their thing that they did during quarantine, right?
Oh, our friend Sarah.
Quarantine's not over, fam.
I mean, you know, when people remember fondly on the quarantine times, they'll be like, oh yeah, remember that live living room that Backstreet did? Where Nick's kid bit his hand? That was so sweet.
Yes, that's exactly it.
Yeah,
I don't think a casual person noticed that.
Yeah, I didn't notice that either, to be honest.
So our friend Sarah at What Happens on the Backstreet, she made a really cool choose your own adventure type game. So it's can you get the Backstreet Boys to their concert venue in time?
That was fun.
Oh, Lydia, have you done this?
No.
Oh, can we do like a quick run through of Lydia to see if she can, how far she can get in this?
Sure. Like I said, I have no plan. This is just like, let's randomly talk about shit.
So, can you get the Backstreet Boys to their concert venue in time? An interactive adventure.
No.
I'm going to say, I think I got 2 steps and then I died as well. So
it was not a good thing for me either.
Diana,
I did it a few times.
Past it?
I did all the different versions so I could see all the answers because I'm a weirdo like that. But
I was very confused. I might have got kicked out at some point because did it end with them saying like, congrats, you did it or whatever?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, then I didn't. I got very far. I did like a lot of questions and then it said something about Brian, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, whoops, I guess I lost.
I don't anticipate this going well.
All right, Lydia. Can you get the Backstreet Boys to the concert venue in time?
Probably not, but let's try.
Okay, you have just been hired as part of the BSB team and are tasked with getting all 5 Backstreet Boys to their concert on time.
Oh, God.
You only have an hour.
Oh, boy.
And you haven't seen any of them. What is the first thing you do?
Okay.
Okay. Number 1. Call Kevin. He'll know what to do.
Okay.
Or grab a coffee at Starbucks and make a plan.
Oh, God. I only have an hour. I'd call Kevin.
Okay. So we're going to click call Kevin.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see where this takes you, Lydia.
He's like the papa of the group.
Why isn't it working?
Uh-oh.
Oh, boo! What?
Refresh.
Son of a bitch. Hold on, I'm just clicking this other way. Okay, here we go. Call Kevin.
I'll call Kevin.
You're fired.
No!
Kevin was mid-meditation and now has to start over, making him late to the venue.
No!
Okay, we'll get you to the next level.
Okay, fine.
So that's tough. You've decided to grab a coffee at Starbucks and make a plan.
Okay. All right.
You walk over to Starbucks and you find Nick also grabbing a coffee.
Yes.
What do you two do? Sorry. Ask him for help getting the other guys.
No.
Or ask him to go ahead and get in the car out front while you gather the others.
Get in the car.
Okay.
Oh, no.
As soon as he gets his order, he heads out to the van.
Yes.
But not before letting you know that Howie is in the gym.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So what do you do? Head to the gym to grab Howie, or run across the lobby and grab someone you think looks like AJ.
What?
You know Howie's in the gym, so do you go grab Howie, or do you think the person who looks like AJ, you should go after him?
No, Howie.
You're going to go Howie?
Yeah,
Okay.
it seems to make sense.
Okay. Howie is indeed in the gym.
Yes!
Do you interrupt his workout or let him finish? So either let him finish or interrupt him. We got to go.
Based on the very first question, I'm going to let him continue his workout because he'll probably have like a hissy fit.
Okay, so let him finish. Okay. Howie's hungover and tripped on the treadmill. He now needs stitches. You definitely aren't going to get him to the venue on time.
This is the
Sad.
worst!
Okay, all right. You're going to interrupt Howie's workout. Okay.
Okay, fine.
He thanks you for coming to get him. He lost track of time. Howie promises to head down as soon as he takes a quick shower.
Oh my
But
god.
he asks if you can grab him a bite to eat. What do you grab him?
Uh-huh.
Yogurt,
Uh-huh.
banana,
Uh-huh.
or a hamburger?
Feel like he won't eat a hamburger. I'll get him a banana because it's full of potassium.
And because you think banana is funny?
Sure.
Spoiler alert, 2 of these answers will continue on.
Is it not banana?
So after we put banana, a banana is the perfect handheld snack to put in Howie's hand and
Perfect.
push him towards the door.
Get showered.
As you're pushing Howie out the door, you see Brian taking selfies with fans.
Of course he is.
I feel like this does not usually happen with Brian, but
Yeah, that's true.
unless it's Sophia that he's taking
Aw.
pictures with. Okay, what do you do? Politely wait for Brian to finish with a few and nudge him towards the van.
Mm-hmm.
Or let him finish and go find AJ and Kevin. At least you know where Brian is.
No, the first one. Brian's gonna flutter off if I don't get a hold of him.
Okay. So politely wait for him to finish and nudge him.
Yes.
Brian mistakes you for a fan
Ah!
and takes a selfie with you. You chicken out of saying anything else and go back to look for the other 2. Oh, okay, so you're not completely dead.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You find AJ trying to find cell service in a hallway. You tell him it's time to go, but he has to pee first. He hands you
Oh my
his
God.
phone and asks you to see if you can get one of his girls on FaceTime.
What?
That would be his children or his wife,
Oh,
not like
I'm
random
like,
girls.
what? All right.
Okay, which person do you try to get on FaceTime? Rochelle, that's his wife. Lyric is the baby,
No,
who's like
not the
2.
baby.
Or Ava, who is, what is she now, 5-ish?
Yeah, around there. 6.
6?
I guess the child who's not the baby.
Okay, so we're going to go with Ava.
Sure.
Okay. Ava talks to him on her way to school. AJ is satisfied, but needs a cigarette. He promises
God.
to wait outside.
Oh my god.
Now to find Kevin. Do you
Uh-huh.
go knock on his door
Uh-huh.
or text him?
Text, because if he's meditating, I don't want to disturb him.
Just a reminder, you're a brand new employee.
Oh.
I'm just
Knock on
saying.
the door, I
I'm
guess.
not trying to convince you
You're
either way.
convincing me. Okay, knock on the door.
Okay.
This is definitely where I lost because I put text him and then it said, "Do you think you have his number?" And then it said something else, and then
and then you die.
I think I lost.
Yeah, you're just like, you think you have Kevin's number? And it's just like, okay, so sorry for swaying you. Okay, AJ sees you about to knock and warns you. Kevin runs on his own time.
That's the part I didn't like, because I was like, I lost for calling, but before, when I knocked, I was interrupting him. Son of a bitch.
Okay, so Kevin runs on his own time. Better not rush him. He's the last one you want to make angry. Take it from AJ. Have we seen Kevin angry?
Never.
I haven't.
Okay.
I haven't either.
Well, I feel like, was he fighting? No, that was Brian and Nick that were fighting.
Yeah, in the documentary, yeah.
I feel like it probably takes a lot to get Kevin to be angry, because he's Mr. like...
patient.
Cool, chill dude.
Yeah.
Okay, so you head back down and find a mob of fans are now in the lobby, and you can't see Brian at all. What do you do next? Scream, "Look, there's Nick Carter!" hoping for a distraction to get the others out.
Okay.
Which, Howie has used this in the past on a cruise.
Howie?
We were on, what cruise was that, Soph?
The second one.
Yeah, so we're there, and, like, people are crowding around Howie, and then Nick kind of comes in, and Howie goes, "Look, everyone, it's Nick!" And then everyone turns and starts, like, running after Nick, and I was actually lifted off the ground because I was in front of the bar, and I'm like, my feet are no longer touching the ground because everyone's trying to get to Nick. It was pretty funny. Anyway, sorry, back to this quiz. Okay, so do you yell, "Look, there's Nick Carter," hoping for distraction, or do you ask AJ for help?
Look, there's Nick Carter. Based on evidence that you've just said.
Unbeknownst to you, Nick sneaked back in the lobby to get his backpack and is now being mobbed.
Oh, for God's sake!
There's mass hysteria. You should just quietly slip out and email your resignation.
Aw, man.
That's too bad.
Oh, well, you're not done, though.
Oh,
Starbucks located the backpack, but there's two. Do you choose the left one or the right one?
That's not even fair. The left one, I guess?
Okay. Nick doesn't check the bag before leaving because he trusted you. Right before the after party that night, he finds out what he thought was a backpack is actually a diaper bag. Now his backpack and other things are either hacked or on eBay. You can see yourself out. You're so close, buddy.
Go
so
back.
close. You want to go back?
Pick the right backpack this time.
Okay. Perfect. Howie, his snack, Brian, Leanne, Nick and his backpack, AJ and his cell phone are all in one van, just waiting on Kevin.
Oh my God.
What do you do? Make conversation until he appears, or ask Howie to give him a call and let him know?
Howie.
Okay. Kevin comes down with minutes to spare and apologizes for keeping everyone. You arrive at the venue on time. But...
Oh, for God's sakes!
You're on time. All 5 Backstreet Boys now have to wait around with nothing to do because they run on Backstreet time. The first rule of being on the crew, 30 minutes late is on time, not before. And now they're cranky. A+ for effort. Better luck next time.
Wow! Oh, she is ruthless. Wow! I tried like 6 times
It's
to get
fun,
to this
though.
point.
It's fun. So there's like a whole bunch of other variations.
Too.
So yeah, thanks to Sarah at
Thanks, Sarah.
What Happens on the Backstreet, so Who the Backstreet. And the thing is called Can You Get the Backstreet Boys to the Concert Venue in Time?
So definitely try that one out because
Yes.
that's a lot of fun.
That's fun.
That's a lot of fun. Thanks, Sarah.
Okay.
What's happening?
I don't know. Lydia's doing sign language. We're trying to figure. We didn't check what time we started this at. So, oh, okay.
There.
We're doing pretty good for time. Do we want to? Was there anything else we wanted to discuss on this episode? We have. So yeah. So.
Can you tell me how long it's been? I can't see that.
She's miming out 38 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So I feel like you guys have been watching a lot of Instagram videos this week. So I know O-Town's been doing individual Q&As. I have not watched any of them, so I haven't seen that. I feel like Nick and Brian have been posting a lot. Do you guys want to talk about what they've been doing this week on quarantine?
Who's you guys?
The two of you that are not in this room with me.
Okay. Brian and
Okay.
Leanne cooking video. They cooked eggs, so they put lots of stuff in their eggs. They added ham and cheese.
Oh wow, ham and cheese.
Yes. And Brian doesn't like onions, and Leanne does. So at different processes, at the end, she adds her onions.
Are they raw onions or cooked onions?
I'm going to say they're cooked, but probably not. It looked like they weren't cooked.
Okay.
And then every time Brian was saying something, Bailey would like bust his chops about closing like the fridge and the cupboard. It was pretty entertaining.
Very nice, very nice. Diane, do you want to let us know what Nick's been up to?
I think nothing.
So Nick has been posting lots of fun videos. He did Operation. That game is kind of hard to play.
Yeah.
Confirm, that is a very hard game to play.
I used to play that when I was younger too, but oh my god, I could not.
I have a life-size Operation table that my brother's friend Colin made for his Stag and Doe. So he actually got like a table and then like made it, like painted the guy on there and stuff like that. And it worked at the Stag and Doe. And then he's like, I'm throwing this out. Does anybody want it? And I'm like, I do. And I have not used it since it got into my house, and I don't actually think it works, but as per usual.
That sounds like, yeah, yep.
But it's like pretty cool. So actually, I wonder if our uncle can fix it. Our uncle's an electrician. So like he had like a red light bulb, and then it had like tin foil. And then when you use the thing, it actually made the circuit. It was actually really cool.
That was pretty cool.
It was a really cool thing. That'd be good for Stag and Does.
And then he did a live of pancakes. He made pancakes.
Nick?
Was it like the colored pancakes?
Pancake Daddy's back.
That's right. We missed him.
So, like, does he do anything to the pancakes? Like,
no, but
No.
Odin kept coming into the kitchen, and that was funny. He's like, "Get out of here!"
Odin was saying that, or Nick was saying that?
Nick was telling Odin to get out of the kitchen because he's trying to make his pancakes.
Was Odin still
But I
eating
feel like
lots of butter?
when you tell them not to do something, they're going to continue to do it, which he did.
Yes. Makes sense.
What?
I'm trying to think what else. I'm just looking now on...
One thing on his IG Live, he did that, who am I as a Backstreet Boy? Which Backstreet Boy am I? Sorry. And he got himself.
Oh, good. Okay. Because that would have been awkward if he didn't get himself.
Yeah.
So.
I'm Nick?
No, this was Kevin.
No, I know, but like if he took the quiz and he's like, I'm Nick.
Oh,
I have no idea how those... Instagram makes no sense to me, and they're very confusing.
Is
And
it the thing
literally
that's like spinning and then like it
But
stops
how do
on a
you
picture?
get that?
I don't know. I don't get it either.
I'll show you one day.
Press the circle to hold and record.
No,
then
but she doesn't know how to get to that thing where the back, like where you can. Yeah, I'll show you one day.
It took me an hour to try to figure out how to fill out one of those stupid, like, what's your name? What's all these things? And
Because you weren't doing it on Instagram stories. She literally like saved the picture and then was trying to like edit it.
it was very frustrating. I don't know how Instagram works.
This.
Ugh.
Do any of the boy
Very
bands do
simple, bro.
TikTok?
No.
Don't think so.
What did she ask?
If the boy banders are on TikTok.
No, maybe Trevor is.
I know Lance Bass was doing it. I think he maybe did one, and then he got annoyed with it because he interviewed 2 TikTok celebrities, and it was the worst interview I've ever heard on his podcast.
No.
And then he was talking shit about them like a month later, and it was amazing.
No.
It was just like, it was super funny. According to the Jonas Brothers Twitter, Joe Jonas is having a show called Cup of Joe coming to Quibi on April 27th. If I'm not
He ripped off Joey Fatone
you should tweet him that.
because Joey Fatone is also bringing back his podcast, and his podcast is called 2 Cups of Joe.
Oh.
Fuck Joe Jonas.
They should
Whoa.
It's a war now.
They should be on each other's podcast.
Yes, they should.
Do you think that they realize that that's happening?
I don't know. We should probably
I think
tell
you
them.
should. Yeah, you should tell them. We
Does-
should be the first to drop the bomb.
Hold on, just looking. Everybody's excited. Yeah, I don't think anybody knows.
All right, let's drop that truth bomb. Kapow!
All right. We'll take one for the team.
Because I'm like 1,000% sure I just saw this the other day about Joey Fatone. Because Joey started a podcast like around the same time we started this one.
Yes.
And then he kind of stopped doing it after a while. But
Yeah, because his was called 2 Cups of Joe, I believe. Yeah.
yeah.
Who's the other Joe?
I'm
He
fairly
was
sure
his-
he's bringing it back.
I want to say it was his tour manager or something.
His name is also Joe.
His name
Yes.
is also Joe.
Wow.
I listened to one episode. I can't. Were they interviewing Chris possibly?
Seems like something you
Lance.
listen to.
Maybe Johnny. Maybe he
I
was...
think they were interviewing Lance. Possibly.
Oh, okay.
Anyways,
I know
those are.
Johnny was one.
Oh, maybe that was the one. I don't know. It was a really good episode, and they were like talking about like the NSYNC days and all the behind the scenes stuff. It was actually really good. I liked it. I should probably go check that out again. I can't find it right now on Joey Fatone. Also, his Fatone dogs are still around.
Yes!
And they're actually doing like
Shopping
curbside
channel.
pickups or something, or dropping off.
Curbs. Yes.
They were doing some sort of like driving around.
I
and
swear
delivering
I
hot
saw
dogs.
this somewhere.
Thank God.
Obviously, only in New York. Not
York?
New York, not New York,
Florida.
Orlando.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Jesus.
girl.
I was gonna say what?
Yes, Orlando is where the Fatone dogs are doing their thing. So,
That's good.
yeah, I'm trying to think. Any other boy banders up to anything?
Is Wahlburgers doing okay during this crisis?
Doing much.
Think they're still
Okay,
doing,
it's
like-
not. Sorry. It's not on Twitter. It's on Instagram.
The cup of Joe? The 2 cups of Joe?
2 Cups of Joe.
Oh, Joy Fatone! You guys need to
I
let
knew I saw this.
you
I'm
need
not
to let Joe
crazy.
Jonas that he's ripping people off.
Wahlburgers is still doing stuff, Lydia.
Thank God.
Canadian Wahlburgers is giving 50% off food for first responders and healthcare workers.
Yay!
So there you go.
Thank goodness. I like how everyone is coming together during this crisis.
Yes.
Even the boy
it's very
bands.
nice to see.
It would be nice if Ashley Parker Angel would maybe drop his cameo price and
Oh, Lord
or at least
Jesus.
donate 50% of it to healthcare aid. That would be nice.
Let me check if he's half naked
But
in any
he
of his.
also needs money, so I
I
guess.
know he needs money too.
March 13th, Ashley Parker Angel. So his Twitter account is Parker Angel. Wrote, just over here watching the news, and then has like the shock face, and it says, how are you guys staying healthy during coronavirus? And he tagged coronavirus and COVID-19, and it is a picture of him naked in his underwear with his
He hashtagged.
He
not
hashtagged.
tagged.
I'm like,
Yes.
how do you tag a
He
virus?
hashtagged the virus. And it is a picture of him mostly naked with his wiener out, not like in his underwear.
He's just
But-
trying to stay healthy, okay?
So drinking a cup of coffee, mostly naked, wearing Calvin Klein underwear. So
Aren't we all?
is he an actual Calvin Klein model, or does he just wear the Calvin Klein underwear and try to get stuff?
I think you just wear
Fair-
to get stuff.
Listen, he's a model
If
in his
Calvin
own
Klein
mind.
was paying him, he'd have a lot more money.
And then he would,
Exactly.
and then
Yeah.
he'd have to hashtag an ad and everything, right?
Yeah, so that's not happening.
Plus, like, the celebrities who are Calvin Klein models are like fucking Justin Bieber and
Yeah, they're,
David Beckham and shit.
Youngerish.
The Kardashians. Like,
Oh.
they're not calling Ashley Parker Angel.
Well, maybe they should be. He's
Maybe if they looked at these shower
beautiful.
pictures
Put it
from
closer so they can see. Oh la
I
la.
can't see shit.
It's hard to tell,
It's beautiful.
but
So,
I
yes.
see like the gist of what is there. Ooh la la.
At least he's posting for all us thirsty people at home. God bless you, Ashley. I hope you voice act another video game that my husband likes. All right. What else should we talk about today?
I think that's good,
Oh,
guys.
hold on. Were we going to say that if we were quarantined with somebody, who would we be quarantined with? From a boy band?
Why don't we save that for another time.
Save that for a rainy day.
Okay, guys.
I thought it's been like 40 some minutes.
Yes, 49 minutes.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
I wish that I could tell you that it's going to get better, guys. The content, I mean, of the show, but it's really not. But please come back next week. I mean, we're going to keep trying. All right? What?
We're here to entertain the masses.
Yes.
And get your mind off things.
Yes.
So
we're here for you.
Make sure you maintain social distance, wash your hands, and stay safe.
Physical distance, not social distance. Stay connected with us. Keep chatting with us on social media.
Oh, but they call it social distancing.
Thank you.
But we're trying to change it to physical distancing instead.
Hashtag flatten the curve.
Trudeau.
You and Josh?
Trudeau. Josh also called twice during the recording of this episode, so...
I figured it was Josh, yes.
Anyways, all right. Thanks for taking a break with us, guys.
Until next time.
Thanks for listening.
Bye!